People don't want to work 2-3 jobs just to barely survive.
I have 3 jobs and I'm still struggling. I am a teacher. I tutor after school. I just got through with one of my tutoring sessions actually, and I also make content.
I genuinely don't understand how people can afford life without a job. I could barely afford it with one. Like I'm clocking in, clocking out, checking my bank account.
People with good jobs are struggling right now. And it doesn't make sense. If you've been feeling that too, you're not alone. Something's off.
You know, I'm noticing how more and more people are literally out here exhausted because they are working hard and they are still stressed about money. And the messed up part is that we have normalized that, like being stressed and being unsure about our future is just a part of life. Like that's just a part of being an adult. But what gets me even more is the fact that there are so many people who've accepted that that's just going to be their life. But what nobody is talking about is what that means and what that looks like 10 to 20 years from now.
People don't want to work anymore. Actually, people don't want to work 60 hours and only get paid for 40. People don't want to work 2-3 jobs just to barely survive. People don't want to have to beg for raises just to lose it to inflation. And you know what else? People don't want to retire broke. They want a pension. They want dignity. They want a life outside of work. So no, it's not that people don't want to work. It's people are tired of being taken advantage of.
How are y'all gonna tell us that our 20s are our prime time, our prime years, and we should live them up because you're never gonna get your 20s back again? But then when we complain about the economic state of the world and how we aren't really able to live anything up because we can't afford anything, you guys call us, spoiled and lazy.
I have 3 jobs and I'm still struggling. I am a teacher. I tutor after school. I just got through with one of my tutoring sessions actually, and I also make content. I have 1 full-time job with full benefits and then 2 part-time / contract jobs, and I am still struggling. The solution is not to get a 4th job. There's something wrong with this world. Something has got to give to where we live in a world where people can work multiple jobs and they're still struggling. What does that say? Like, the solution isn't you need another job or you're just lazy and you don't want to work. We're working multiple jobs. What more do we have to do in order to live comfortably in this world? I think it's ridiculous.
I genuinely don't understand how people can afford life without a job. I could barely afford it with one. Like I'm clocking in, clocking out, checking my bank account, and somehow still always stressing about my bills. Meanwhile, the ones with no job are on vacation every other week, out to eat every night, posting brunch, trips, concerts, new outfits. I mean, I'm not mad at you, but just tell me what's the secret. I'm just sitting here like, what am I doing wrong in my adult life? Because the math simply don't be mathing. I know I make good money, damn it. My paycheck tells me that. So how is it that you don't even get a paycheck and you doing all this? At this point, I need somebody to drop the tutorial because I clearly missed a step somewhere. Like the unemployed be living their best life. I go to work every single day faithfully. And every single time I get paid, there's a new bill standing, staring me down. Like, what's up? You thought, homegirl. So if someone could explain the financial strategy here, I'd greatly appreciate it.
I'm seeing more and more people that share this same type of sentiment. Check this out.
You got people that look normal, just like you and me, you know, who do not want to be on this planet anymore, do not want to live this life anymore. You got so many people who say to themselves, and I see it in my comments, and I've even had those thoughts that, man, if I go to sleep and don't wake up, I'm good. Like, it's almost like Earth is a prison. If you don't have any kids right now, let me give you some advice. Do not have any kids in this world where people are barely surviving and being murdered and killed all day. No, I don't want to bring another kid up in this world. I don't want anybody to have to suffer the stuff that I had to go through in this world.
What the f*** are we doing on this earth, man? Every day, most of us wake up and go to a job that we really don't fucking like, but we can't really quit because we got to get the money to pay the bills that they say it's important to pay. What the fuck is the point of this life, man? There are days I don't want to be on this earth. It's like, what the fuck is the point of any of this? To work till we 60, 70 years old? Most of us ain't gonna fucking live to see 50.
Yeah, man, I totally understand. It is fucking tough out here. It is hard in these streets to survive in 2025. Everything is so expensive. Everything, inflation has been killing us, and people are feeling it all over. There's a lot of people homeless already, been struggling. So now what you're gonna do, you're gonna put more people probably end up in the street because they can't afford to miss a check. These people can't afford to survive, man, and everybody's feeling it, especially the men that I'm seeing making these type of videos, because most of the responsibility of taking care of the bills in the household is gonna fall on a man. So a man is typically gonna feel more the pressure because he has to take care of his family. It is a tough time that we're living in. People are feeling discouraged. I would tell anybody, don't never think about killing yourself no matter what you do. Don't even say that type of talk, period. We ain't doing that. We're going to put our head down, roll our sleeves up, get down and dirty, and keep moving forward. It's going to be all right. Let's give each other encouragement, and let's actually help each other and spread the love.
Anymore. Me and my husband are both in our 30s. We make the most money we've ever made before, and we still struggle between every single paycheck. We spent hours every single Friday when we would get paid trying to figure out what we could cut back, trying to budget every penny we had so that we would make it to the next paycheck. The grocery store's too expensive, vehicles are too expensive, vacations are too expensive, houses are too expensive. 2 incomes is just not enough anymore in today's world. I have a college degree in physical therapy, and when I got good grades and went to college and did all the right things, it was supposed to solve all those financial problems. That's what everybody told me. It was going to solve all my problems. Well, it didn't, and they lied. And I was sick of struggling between every single paycheck when I was working my ass off, treating more patients than I should be treating. I was overworked, underpaid, and I was sick of it.
People work very hard in this country. Work ethic actually isn't the problem. The problem is that the tax system is so oppressive that average people with an average job can barely survive. That is not free. That is not prosperous. That's not the pursuit of wealth and happiness. That's not anything that we're promised. We have to shrink the government. We have to get our tax rate down to 10%, and then we have to use that 10% tax wisely to fund the things that the government should be responsible for.
The collective burnout everybody is feeling right now is insane. I have never seen the vibes so low. Everybody is just so tired, exhausted, overworked, underpaid. I feel like all we can do is laugh at this point. Otherwise, we'll cry. I mean, how is this normal? I know lawyers that are asking around for second jobs. I mean, what's the point of doing all that school if you still need a second job? That's crazy. When did working 2 jobs and having no PTO become the norm? I have friends I haven't seen in months because all they do is work because they have no time off at all. And if you do get any time off, you're expected not to take it. You're guilted into not taking it. And for what? Nobody has any money. Everyone's broke as the next person, even if you have 2 jobs. I can't even bear to look at what gas prices are going to be doing in the next couple of weeks. I hate to sound negative, but man, I have just never seen it this bad. If everyone's this overworked, this tired, and this broke, is it ever going to get better? Or is this the way it's just supposed to be? I don't know. I just feel like this isn't quite what we were promised.
I tell you what I'm not going to do, and I did it before. I'm not going back to working 2 jobs. I did before. That's fucking part of it. This needs to change. It has to. Working 2 jobs is not it.
Nobody will ever convince me that working is normal. Waking up tired, dragging yourself out of bed, giving all your energy to a job that will replace you in 2 seconds, coming home drained, too tired to enjoy your kids, your peace, your life, or even yourself, and somehow this is what we call normal? No. This is survival, y'all. This is burnt out, dressed up as responsibility. This is people breaking their necks, breaking their backs to barely make it, and we're supposed to smile and act like we're grateful for it? And you mean to tell me we only get 1 life, and most of it is supposed to be spent stressed, underpaid, overlooked, and exhausted? That would never sit right with me. And I'm not saying people shouldn't work. I'm saying this system is not normal. It's not normal to have anxiety every Sunday about Monday. It's not normal to cry in the parking lot before a shift. And it's not normal to work full-time and still be behind on bills. And it's not normal to feel like your whole life belongs to a company. And they told us this was just part of being an adult. But honestly, a lot of us are waking up and realizing this ain't living. This is existing. I want more than survival. I want peace, y'all. I want freedom. I want to actually enjoy my life without feeling guilty for needing rest. So no, nobody will ever convince me that this is normal, because no.
Seems like kids today, no matter how much they struggle, they just get further and further down the water.
You want to know why my generation, yes, 1996 and beyond, are struggling so much? It's because they're listening to their parents that was in a whole different era, way before social media, way before streaming, way before being a content creator was cool. They're still thinking that American dream is going to college, getting a hard-working job. You retire when you're 70. You spend all your life building someone else's business, building someone else's dream, and then you have your life back once you turn 70. That is not true anymore, okay? For my generation to really make it in this world, okay, we're gonna have to have multiple streams of incomes. And I don't mean multiple jobs, okay? I mean, maybe you're a content creator on the weekends. You like to shop on Amazon. Maybe you're an Amazon affiliate. Maybe you just like to vlog, so you vlog on YouTube every week. That's what I'm talking about. And for the people in my comments that be like, oh, I'm not a business owner, I hate having a business. Sweetheart, you don't have to, you hate working for yourself? Because you'll be your only employee if you was a content creator, or if you had products that you wanted to sell to your audience. Here's the thing, maybe you really have a career in teaching and that's what you want to do. So it's not that you're building someone else's business, you just have a passion for teaching and helping kids, right? You can still get your butt in that classroom. You can spread awareness about your favorite products that you buy from Amazon or whatever you buy your stuff from that can help other teachers and make a check off of it. See, what that lady in that video was talking about, the American dream, where you work, that shit will set you up for failure. Learn from somebody that actually been working a job since they was 15 and retired themselves at 25. Yes, I went to college. I graduated, everything. Then found my career job, all of that, and I still wasn't making enough money to pay my bills. It took me to start a business, really 2 businesses, to be able to afford the lifestyle that I can post-pandemic. So this is what I'm telling you. Also, watch her video, because at the end she's like, they're paying content creators $10,000, but then, you know, my kids working hard and they struggling to pay their bills. Well, you know what that means? Maybe they should become content creators. Because the biggest thing that's going to help my generation get past this inflation, get past this economical bridge of either you really got money or you really don't, high class, low class, because it's clearly not no middle class, is if you really take your content seriously and you have multiple streams of income. Cute video, by the way.
Does this sound like you? You have a decent job, you work 40 plus hours per week, but you are still struggling to get by.
If you're feeling this, comment what's hitting you the hardest right now. I want to hear it, and don't forget to subscribe.